Hi everyone, I'm Erik Wright with the USPA Certified Polo Instructor program. Today we're going to be talking about hooking. It's usually the first defensive play I teach my students. It's also a great way to introduce the concept of the line of the ball and the right of way. We define hooking as any time you use a mallet to interfere with an opponent's swing. And there's some key points that I like to touch on. One is that the ball needs to be between you, between the opponents. Two is that in outdoor polo, the opponent's mallet must be below the opponent's shoulder when they're hooked. In arena polo, the opponent's mallet has to be below the level of the horse's back. Also, the opponent must be actively engaged in swinging his or her mallet at the ball. And I also like to make sure that the students know that we don't reach across an opponent's back and that you can really hurt somebody that way. We also want to emphasize that we take care not to have the person hooking ride too far ahead of the person they're trying to hook. So you want either to be shoulder to shoulder with your opponent or slightly behind. The biggest mistake I see people make is that they reach kind of forward with their hook as opposed to kind of perpendicular to the motion of the horse. But now we've explained a couple of those concepts. We'll put it into play out on the field with our students, and you'll see what I mean. Today we're going to work on hooking. This is our basic hooking drill. We're going to start here at the cone. And then we got the ball out there. We're going to imagine that, Sarah, that you've hit the ball, hit a massive shot to where the ball is, and you're going to try and make a defensive play and hook her mallet. Okay, so what you're going to do is stay in the primary right away on the left-hand side of the ball, on the offside, and you're going to have the ball on the near side in the secondary right away with the ball on your left. Okay, so when you hook, you're going to reach out and hook your opponent's mallet. Go ahead and take a swing. Okay. And you can put a little something on it. You can't what's called slash hook, but you can put a little something on it, okay? When you hook, you need to be below the level of the person's shoulder in outdoor and below the level of the horse's back in indoor. You can't high hook, and also she must be in the active the act of swinging. You can't just ride down the field with your mallet going like this. Also super important not to reach if the ball is, say, on the other side. Super important not to reach in front of somebody's horse or reach across their back. Let me put the ball back in position. Super important not to reach across somebody's back. You can really hurt somebody this way, all right? You want to position your horse so that your horse's shoulder is roughly equal with your opponent's shoulder, or slightly behind is even a little better. The biggest mistake I see people make is they tend to reach forward. Go ahead and swing. Don't worry about my mallet. And they miss the hook. All right. You can't touch your opponent or your opponent's horse with your mallet, but you can come right up to it. Go ahead and swing. And it kind of runs into it. It's a little better, almost like a little back shot. You can put something on it, but to start out, if you just come out here like this, would be great. We're going to start out walking, and then we'll go up in speed to trot and canter if we feel comfortable to do so. Okay, so you guys are going to go together down the line. You're going to hook. You're going to try and hit. And then super important concept, when you go past the ball, turn away from the line. So you're going to be turning which direction?
Right.
And you're going to be turning which direction?
Left.
Excellent. Okay, so when you turn away, always make sure that you do that in play, because we always play in pairs, and there's going to be somebody coming behind you, and if you turn into the line, we're going to have a wreck, and we like to avoid that. So when you come back, so turn away, come back to the cone, and you're going to switch sides. So you will hit in the following one, and you will hook in the following one, and we keep just switching that way. Fair enough? Mm-hmm. You guys understand what I'm asking for?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do this. Let's just do this first one in a walk. Go up and go ahead and walk to this ball and let's see a hook. Good job. Turn away from the line. Go back to the cone. Switch sides. You can trot down there if you want. Ready, set, go. Remember not to get too far in front. Get ready to hook. Reach down. Excellent job. Turn away from the line. You can trot back if you feel comfortable trotting back. You can trot back to the line. Ready, set, go. Try not to get too far ahead of her. Good job, good job, good job. Turn away from the line. Ready? Go. Try not to get too far ahead, Sarah. Good job. Turn away from the line. You guys feel safe to canter this one? If you're not comfortable, let me know. We're good? Good. Ready, set, go. Good job. Turn away from the line. All right. Ready, set, go. Catcher, catcher, catcher. Good job, good job, good job. Turn away from the ball. Okay, guys, so remember, we got to keep the ball between us. We can't hook behind somebody's back or high hook. Remember, the hook has to occur below the level in outdoor polo of what?
The shoulder.
Excellent job. And in an arena?
The horse's head.
Back. But that's the same difference, I suppose. Okay, normally the rule says back, but that's great. Make sure the ball's in between you. Make sure not to reach in front of somebody's horse. That's super dangerous. You can trip them. And make sure that you stay on your side of the line or in your right of way. Okay, guys, just to recap, you want to make sure that you reinforce a couple points. One is that the ball has to be between the two players, and that nobody's reaching across or cross-hooking or reaching across somebody's back. You want to make sure that you reinforce that the opponent must be actively engaged in swinging his mallet at the ball, not just hooking at the top of the swing. That's a common occurrence with first-time players. And you want to make sure that they don't ride too far ahead of their opponent or too far behind, and that they stay in their right of way and don't run over the line of the ball or the ball. Again, the biggest mistake I see people or new students make is they reach forward and miss the hook rather than reaching perpendicular to the motion of the horse. I hope that's been a couple helpful tips. I'm Erik Wright for the USPA's Certified Polo Instructor program. Play safe, play smart, play polo.